If you live in these beautiful and rugged mountains, as most Nepalis do, life is tough at the best of times. But last Saturday, these became the worst of times up here. We're heading towards some mountain villages we'd heard had been hit hard. On the banks of the Indrawati River, cremations are continuing, as they have for days. The man on the motorbike ahead is Arjun Danwar, the carpenter of Bimtar, who said he'd guide us up there. He's told us that it's bad, and that 11 of his own relatives had died. The villages, he said, had been unreached by any aid. What confronted us was truly shocking. 33 villagers were killed here, scores more badly injured. Almost all of Bimtar's 100 houses had imploded into piles of mud brick rubble in an instant. We were the first outsiders to reach this place. They said they were running low on everything. Arjun's 70-year-old grandmother died cooking in her kitchen here, he said. They found her body here? Yeah, right there. Bimtar is completely broken. It is but one of many villages in Nepal desperate for help, awash with memories and tears. Arjun said 6 of his cousins died in here and 2 more over there. Other villagers pointed to more piles of stones and dusty bricks and jagged timbers. One said, "My wife died here." A young man said his mother was killed in here, holding his 3-year-old brother, who remarkably survived. Half the village had joined the tour, many of them children, but there was no laughter. The stench of death came not from human bodies, they've all now been cremated, but from more than 500 dead animals, most buried under rubble. A mortally injured water buffalo lay wild-eyed and heaving. No one here can contemplate rebuilding Bimtar yet.
There is a feeling of frustration here, and general despair. We look across the valley to the villages on the other side, still standing. We would prefer it if we had another earthquake so we could all just die. If we live, we wish to live here though, and if we die, we wish to die here too.
The randomness of who was killed and who survived, as random as the quake, whose shock waves radiated out, flattening one village, sparing the next. It took us 3 hours to reach the Indrawati Valley from Kathmandu, which is just 25 miles away. Distance here, though, isn't measured in miles. It's measured in the number of days it takes to walk somewhere, because Nepal is one of the most mountainous countries in the world, and one of the poorest too. The needs now are huge, and gaining access to thousands of remote mountain villages like Bimtar poses a Herculean challenge. This disaster will just go on and on. The people of the Himalayan foothills are suffering. It may look like it, but this is not bucolic bliss.